everyone, welcome, welcome, welcome. We are here to do the tarot reading on the psychic download, Surging Swords. It's an interesting Mercury retrograde already. Me losing my voice wasn't so much a medical thing so much as it is a psychic thing. It's a weird energy. It's weird. It's really weird. Anyway, I'm back. You may actually be dropped into a situation. The swords, okay, just so you know, the vision she showed me, these swords are, they're this way, and if this is like the water, they're really just cutting through, like on the top of the water, and just like surging, and there's all kinds of other, stuff like foam, white foam. It felt like sharks. It really felt like sharks. It felt like der Haifisch. Und der Haifisch, der hat Zähne. It's about this shark. Rammstein did a cover. Oh, they did their own version of Haifisch. It's so cool. It's about how the shark cries, but no one sees his tears. It's just really cool. We're all so chatty. All of us on YouTube. Everyone that's on YouTube, we're all so chatty. It's really kind of fun though, isn't it? I feel like we're all just spending more cozy chit-chat time together on YouTube and YouTube land. Okay. Oh, God. This huge insect animal. It's like this. It's huge. It's just, oh man, you're huge. Make sure that's closed all the way. Sorry, there's like a huge bug. It's like it can do some major damage. This is like an elevated bee. So Surging Swords, it feels like it could be truth. It could be conversation. I don't know though. It feels like the shark, something with the shark. So let's go ahead and start. I'm ready. I hope you're ready. Ooh, are you ready? Uh-oh. Dang. The Hermit. Excuse me if I just drink a lot of coffee constantly. The Hermit, the Queen of Swords, the Sun, and the Six of Staves. Sorry. Okay, so you are ready. You are ready. You are literally coming into the light. It's been so hard and dark and dreary. This is like, she's showing me like in the birth canal, and it feels like in Bing John Malkovich when they're in sort of the birth canal of between the office door and the New Jersey Turnpike. That's what this feels like. That's what this card feels like, because it's darker than the rest. It's the darkest of these three lighter blue energies. So I feel like you're in this canal and you are about to emerge so victorious. I feel you still in the canal, and I feel, Surging Swords. Does she not have a huge sword in her hand? This feels like someone bringing a situation to you, a situation to a resolution. I really feel a resolution here. The way I'm really drawn to her hand, how her hand is up, and the reason why it's like that, she's giving you permission to rise off of your knees and speak after paying respect. So it's like, okay, you may rise. I feel like this person could be, they are either a very official person, like they have badges or certifications or diplomas or robes. They could speak in chambers and they could speak in different colored robes or something. For some of you, that's not for all of you. Or they know these people, and so they're very well connected to very... Oh, she's showing me these old Nintendo games, sort of like Tetris, that these people understand matrices, they understand how systems work, the law, systems, operations, and the machinery. They understand how different aspects of life work and how to move forward in those areas. You know, this could be as simple as someone that knows how to build a house, and you don't know how to build a house, but this person does know how to build a house, and they know how to... No, not a house, a castle. That's what I meant to say. That you want to build a castle, and this person knows how to find the land and get the permits that fit within the jurisdiction, and they know how to build the castle. Did you hear that? There's been a lot of psychic happenings with me since actually the Sagittarius full moon. So, and just as a side note, the feedback that I get from people is that they see things moving in my readings, and when they go back to replay them, that it's not there. So I'm really feeling like that some of the energy work that we're doing and actually sort of manifesting on your side, showing you downloads and clues that resonate with you and for you, just being communicated to you through me, through these readings. So okay. They bring you some very important information, or the conclusion of a legal matter, if you were waiting for results, if you were waiting for ratings, if you were waiting for anything, or just even word back. If you're waiting on any sort of communication, it comes through. It comes through, and it's just a huge weight lifted. You made it through the birth canal. You made it through the birth canal, and I feel like you are sort of reborn. It feels like you are reborn into a new persona. She's showing me Madonna. Madonna's a Leo, one of our favorite Leos of all time. Oh, okay. I'm connecting with someone. If this resonates for you, it resonates for you. It could also be someone that you're connecting to. I'm channeling, and it's been really difficult. It's been taking a lot more energy to channel, but I'm pulling on it. I can feel it. It's really cool energy. It's really nice. I'm channeling someone who reinvents themselves. So this is either your first major reinvention, and you're discovering that you are someone who needs to reinvent themselves as a growth, as a way to mark their own growth, and also as a way to continue the reflection and self-awareness of growing, is what I'm getting. She's showing me all these different Madonnas. Oh, she's showing me all these different Madonnas, and so that's why I'm feeling that some of you, this is another reinvention where you're learning about a deeper part of yourself, or with this Jupiter-Pluto conjunction, it is going deep as you can go, Pluto, and then it expands, Jupiter, going as deep as you can possibly. You know what I'm getting with this? I'm going all over the place, but we all are on YouTube, so let's just all have fun with this. Okay, she's showing me all of my root canal Hirschmagas. So I actually just found it recently, the little slip that says I needed 5 root canals. I've already had like emergency root canals. I'm a Capricorn, so like the bones and the teeth are just, it's like they need attention. I'm always in the dentist, orthodontist, endodontist, what have you. It's extremely expensive being a Capricorn. Root canals, how you have to go deep into the root, and some of our roots curve that our wisdom, okay, that it's like our roots curve. They don't just go straight, they curve. So to clean it out, you have to get special tools. And when you clean it all out, that's all of the toxicity, that's all of the infection. It's infected, all that pulp. I know so much. I know way too much about this. Time to super nerd out. It's all that pulp is infection. It's pus. It's toxic. It's literally like bad, evil villain of the story. They take it all out. Okay, that's you right now. You're purging. You're crying. You are feeling pain. I'm recovering memories. So if you're recovering any memories, good luck to you, because it's like you're purging all of that. You're taking that nasty infected pulp out. And then what do? You pack it with medicine. When you do a root canal, you pack it, you clean it out raw, really scrape, and then you pack it with medicine so that it'll fully absorb. And in this case, in your case, it's the truth. It's a conversation. It's verbalizing something. It's an agreement. It's a contract. It's a promise. It's a promise with integrity that it will be upheld. And that is showing, she's giving me this for you, that it's your healing, it's your medicine, that part of your pain was unkept promises or unhonored soul contracts or lies were part of your pain. Deception was part of your pain, part of the pulp to be extracted. So expect very important communication, possibly from an alpha female type person, or someone's feminine energy that is very appreciative of honest and direct communication. And then what happens after you pack it with medicine? We're gonna finish this root canal. You pack, then you close it up. Then you close it up and you seal it up so that it's protected forevermore, hopefully, unless you have to like go and get them redone. I probably need I have to redo the ones that I already have, so I probably need about 10 root canals. Hashtag Capricorn problems, right? Meh. So they actually make a different noise than that. So you put the cap on it and you seal it so that new toxins don't get in, so that all the sugar that you're eating doesn't get in and get to the root again and infect it again. So you just seal it all up with lots of love and success and admiration and self-respect and self-awareness. And you did all of the steps. You're doing all of these steps. And really perfectly. The Hermit, Queen of Swords, the Sun, and the Six of Staves. Interesting. We're just going to use these four to clarify. Okay. Because some of you need it as part of this energy work of this reading of this video, we're going to take a look at the Hermit. Because hearing me talk about it, hearing me, and not just me, but any tarot reader, any psychic tarot reader, hearing us talk through in our own verbiage, in our own way, our own visual vibrations, it helps you guys do this work. Almost like on track. Eight of Swords. So someone does need this. Someone does need this, talking it out. Why are you doing that to yourself, kiddo? This Eight of Swords is, I can't. It won't happen. I'll never be happy. I don't know what I'm doing. What's going to happen to me? Will I ever be loved? Am I ever really going to be okay? Can I trust anyone? No one trusts me. Everyone hates me. How long will this take? I'm always in pain. How long will this pain last? I'll never get through this. I'll never be anything. I'm gonna lose it all. I hear it. I hear all of it. I hear all of it just swirling like in a Disney movie. I've been seeing Hercules a lot. I've been wanting to watch it. Hercules, Hercules, Hercules. But all of those voices, ooh, I like this justice on the bottom. All of those voices, and even more than what I've just, all of that, you've had to go through this birth canal with all of those voices, all of those things being said, getting to you, and having you really doubt that next step forward towards the light. Every step towards the light, there's been something inside of yourself that has come up to make you doubt yourself. And you've had to just go in the dark. You've had to overcome this type of sort of like self-abuse. Oh, it's the last of it. It's the last of it. It really helped, though. Okay. When you go through this mind, when you go through this energy, what do you have to show for it at the end? What was it that took you out of it or made you feel better about it? Or where did you go? Where did that take you? For some of you, it led you round in circles and you stayed here for a very long time. But for all of you, you either have the potential to, or this is happening now, or it's about to happen, where you go through all these 8 swords. Ooh, she's showing me like 8 swords in the water surging, like Edward Scissorhand knives, like and you come out the other side. It's like you push yourself to the edge. I feel like this is for those of you who've had more pain, more things, more, heavier, deeper things, energies. You are ready for this. This is also very karmic, very timed. This could have been something you suffered from for years, or maybe your entire life, or like a decade. These sort of thoughts. This is really working against yourself. So whoever this is you now working for yourself, sort of like marshaling your own energies to really work for you, instead of you controlling or forcing, or because this is a control issue is what I'm picking up. Insecure that you couldn't control the world or other people or events or situations or outcomes. So you tried to control yourself, and you tried to treat yourself in a way that is really unnurturing. And that didn't get results, or didn't get results anymore. So then You went in circles, but then you came to this place of self-awareness and self-knowledge, and where you know yourself differently. You see yourself differently. Not this anymore. You're not putting yourself here anymore. That's you coming through the birth canal. Let's take a look at the Queen of Swords. I'm going to try a bit. The Queen of Swords is clarified with the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Staves. Wow. So it's a team of people. There's a team. This is a team. No, this is a team. This is a team of people. There's 3. This is a planner, a connector, a doer. There's a financier. There's an artisan or a craftsman, a skillful person. It's you. There's like a lawyer or an accountant. Draws up the contracts. And then there's the money. Wow. Very Fellowship of the Ring vibes. Let's take a look at the sun. This is very clearly 3 individuals. It doesn't have to be 3 women necessarily at all. But these are 3 skilled, proficient individuals who are all 3 of you are all established in your specialty. One is notable and seen. So if they were to be famous, they would be famous for their financial security and their business accomplishments of how they've. I'm getting very like Jessica Alba vibes with this. It's more that, you know, not so much acting, but for the accomplishments that she made in the business realm and in her, you know, maximizing, like turning, what I'm seeing, what she's showing me is turning a little bit of money into a lot of money, as to making this money multiply and manipulating and using and directing money energy in a very sophisticated way. That's this person over here. Sorry. I feel like this person works with this person. This we've already talked about. This is your lawyer or accountant or someone very the communication or the communicator. This is actual bringing the situation in, bringing the situation to, ooh, look at the point on the top of the card, how it's right up to the edge. It's some sort of commitment or contract or negotiation. And then I feel like this is you. You don't have to be an Aries or Sagittarius or Leo, but I feel like you've built yourself up on, this is more entrepreneurial, the Queen of Wands. Queen of Pentacles is more philanthropic, more nobility. And this is my middle class queen. This is my queen that's picked herself up from, you know, 0 to hero. Very natural. So I'm connecting with someone who's already established in some brand or company or position, or it's like the world already sees you in one way. The world already sees you as being a proficient in one skill or one thing. Okay, now let's take a look at the sun. Three cards. We have the Emperor, we have the Seven of Swords, and we have the Ten of Pentacles. It's just so funny that in between the Emperor and the Ten of Pentacles, there's the Seven of Pentacles. I'm seeing, actually what I'm seeing with this is perhaps some sort of party, family party at a mansion, a very large house, a very big house with granite and marble everywhere, and, you know, millions and millions of dollars, big mansion. And I'm seeing like a teenager or someone in a hoodie just sort of like walking around, maybe with like greasy hair, or walking around. Okay, thank you. She's showing me trading places. It's hilarious. She's showing me trading places. She's showing me trading places. Do you guys remember Eddie Murphy in that movie? He gets into the back seat. Hold on, I need my string for this. It's like, I'm Randolph and this is my brother Wilbur. And Eddie Murphy goes, Billy Ray Valentine, Capricorn. I think he really is a Capricorn. I'm not sure though. That's what she's showing me with this. I feel like this is hilarious. I feel like this goodness, like whatever this happiness is, I feel like you're gonna feel like you look like you're robbing the place, but you're home, or you're in a party, you're at a dinner, you're at, I don't know, maybe you're at maybe you're at the Queen of Pentacles house. If you go to the Queen of Pentacles house, yeah, it's gonna be Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, it's gonna be, you might be assigned your own private, like, assistant, caretaker person to wait on you for the duration of your stay or something. But I'm feeling like you're like the Eddie Murphy, you're like the Billy Ray Valentine, you're like the... I'm sorry, now I'm just seeing the movie when he's like putting everything in his pocket and he's like, it's yours, it's all yours. And he's like, yeah, sure it is all. I want to watch it. Okay. So I get this weird vibe with you that you are feeling like it's a little too good to be true. I feel like whatever this is, if this is happening really fast for you, because if this is pertaining to, we're at 28 minutes, I'm going to let this reading go as long as it wants to go and as long as my voice will last, because this is what's happening right now. It's all really faded and important. So anything that I'm able to give, like especially right now, I'm just going to let it go. I'm just going to do what I can do as I'm guided. As you know, I work for, okay, so okay, so take breaks and pause me as you need to. It feels like you could be feeling like, on one hand, you are overcoming things, but it's like right behind you. The past is like right behind you. So it might feel like a little bit too wonderful or a little bit too good to be true, because see how he's taking 5 of the swords and he leaves 2 behind? I feel like that could be you going with the flow, but not trusting in this completely. And for you, it's just your common sense. You're trying to just have your common sense, convert sense. That was weird. You just want you're just using common sense about it, where you're like, whatever, let's just see where this goes, but I'm not gonna. Ooh, some of you are even getting mentoring. You're getting, you're actually coming under, like, this is a very youthful energy for you, and you're coming under the tutelage of an emperor who's actually really welcoming you in their wing or in their home, and actually teaching you and smartening you up, really bringing you in on some wisdom and some knowledge. Not, as spiritual, you've already done a lot of that yourself. This is like they're giving you knowledge about the world and about life and about emperorhood and how they live and work and operate and about their life. I see them like just telling you stories about their life. They like you very much. I feel like you even have a blue hoodie or a blue jacket. I feel like you even will look like this, like the blue and the yellow. You could, I don't know, I feel like there's going to be a weird moment, synchronistic moment, when maybe you're in someone's house or you're at some party or something and you catch a glimpse of yourself in the mirror and you have like a blue something on and you have like yellow pants. I don't know. But I feel like you're going to find yourself, like that song, you may find yourself in a beautiful house with a beautiful wife. And you may ask yourself, how did I get here? Like that. That's such a vibe with this. That's so, when I look at him, he's like, I don't belong here. That's what I am feeling with this. I feel like he's like, I don't belong here. Nice seeing you, dude. Okay, yeah, we'll see you again later. Goodbye, you know? That's what I feel. Okay, let's take a look at the Six of Staves. Whoa. And you do. And you do. Look at you. You have the Queen of Cups. You have all four queens here. This is totally someone's solar eclipse reading, private reading, because look at how beautiful you look. This is such divine feminine energy rising up within you. And I feel like you are going to be more, for some of you it's more transparent, but for all of you it's more empathetic, very Princess Diana, about being the Queen of Hearts and look at showing your love, showing your heart to the world. It's like you love your public. Whatever this is, like if you're an artist and you get a gig, or if you are whatever and you get a gig and this leads you to, like, you get to be VIP or you get to learn from a VIP behind the gig. Because listen, in the Eight of Swords, you're out front in the marshes. You don't even see the castle in this pictogram, but in the other ones you see the castle in the background. I always say that the Eight of Swords is like you get so far, but you don't have to stay out there in the cold marshes. You could walk up to the castle. And the Ten of Pentacles for me is the view from inside the castle. You see the tapestries, the family, where is it? It's not in this one, but it's in the other ones. You see the family tapestry, you see the courtyard, you see the animals, you see the little children, you see everyone that the emperor loves and values the most, protected behind the walls, protected, safeguarded, safe from all the toxic, safe. I take care of my own, and you're one of my own now. You're going to be safe. And that's another thing you're feeling like, could be part of what this person's teaching you. Like if for those of you that are being mentored by this emperor, it could be that part of what they show you is how to maybe even sort of soften your edges if you're really Queen of Staves, and be more Queen of Cups, like with your public, with the general public. That Lovers is a connection, a choice to make in love. But I feel like with that Six of Staves, I feel like you interact with the public, and that could be on a scale like she's showing me when I was in retail and I was really interacting with the public a lot in a different way than I interact with people now. But it's like that. It's taking on a much softer, that's what I wanted to tell you. So this is someone's personal reading for the solar eclipse in Cancer. So I wouldn't be surprised if you are Cancer Sun in the early degrees of your sign, within the first 5 degrees, or if you're just a Cancer, or if you are just a Cancer Sun, Moon, Rising, or even North Node, would not surprise me, because with Mercury retrograding in Cancer, you have this, you've already been through this, right? You've already been through all the, oh my God, wow. She's showing me the surging swords. You've already battled this demon before, okay? And this could also be for you, especially like a personal reading for you, if you're also Aries, Libra, or Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Because your angles are going to be activated like crazy. You've battled this demon before. It's like a familiar nemesis. It's almost like a pal. You've battled it before, and this is the once and for all. This is the once and for all. This is really beautiful. Oh, it's so weird. Okay, let's go ahead and get you all of your oracle. They're really far off. Let me go grab. It's like really reach. Like for real, for real. Let's do the love first. I don't feel like there's, I don't feel it, but there's obviously something here for someone. What's interesting is you have all 4 queens. There's not too many cards out. You have all 4 queens, which is Empress energy, and you do have the Emperor here. So for some of you, it's about accessing your Empress energy and really using it, really letting that show, really putting that forward. Your Queen of Cups, predominantly when you're dealing with individuals and your public, your people. You know, if you sell like lip balm on Instagram, you have people you connect with, you know. If this is a love connection, some of you, that's interesting. That's interesting. I'm connecting with someone. You are going to catch the eye of someone like this Emperor person, and they like scoop you up, and they feel like they got, not like they got a good deal, but they bring you into their circle. That's 10 of Pentacles. They bring you into their, it's like they consider you one of the people that they want to protect and keep under their wing, like in life. Just like to protect you from like lawsuits and slander and harm and abuse, and you know, like they're a powerful person that could that really could protect you in some concrete ways. Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. This is when you're still in, sorry. This is when you're still in this. So my suggestion is to retreat for as long as you need to until you're ready to have that kind of connection with yourself. And you'll know it, like you won't even be able to rush this. You need to run around in circles. You just really need to feel the pain. Every one of us has different pain thresholds, and honestly, we all have different karma and different timing with that karma. So just, but don't feel guilty about being in this mode, because it's really important. It's really important, okay. Divine Feather. Magpie. Reevaluate your priorities. It is time to let go of what you no longer need. Someone definitely needs to see this. Reevaluate your priorities. It is time to let go of what you no longer need. She's saying for some of you, it will be looking at this through a practical lens that will help you see it, because some of you are going to have a lot of difficulty really seeing this in yourself or seeing this about yourself, where you are holding yourself back. Like you can't see the matrix when you're in the matrix. So for some of you, this is a clue for you to try to look at it through that lens in terms of what are my priorities and how does this affect those, and how does... Okay, interesting. Owl at the bottom of the deck. Your intuition is correct. Follow your inner wisdom without fail. Your intuition is correct. This feels, you know what, this is an intuitive card. I really feel like someone is following their intuition about you. And if you have an intuition about the situation, if this is making sense for you, I feel like it's more of a confirmation for you to use your I almost said Queen of Hearts, your Queen of Cups energy, but let's call it Queen of Hearts. Be Queen of Hearts. Your intuition, because it connects you with your intuition in a very, very, very deep way. When you're connected in such a way, to such a big energy, to a collective energy, or when you interact this way. For anyone that has a difficult time opening your heart and really sharing yourself with the public, with audience, with people, all I'm going to say is it really changed my experience in retail, because I had just auditioning a lot, working retail, because it's one of those really perfect jobs that work with auditioning at the last minute, what have you. And when I took notes to change the energy of when I interact with the customer, I really wanted to grow. I wanted to be better. I wanted to be the best. Anything that I did, I wanted to be the best I could possibly be at it, whether it was working retail or acting or pushing a broom. I wanted to be the best I could do it. Because for me, I work as if my grandfather is watching me in the corner, and I don't want to disappoint him, and I don't want to let him down, and I don't want to reflect badly on the family name that, so it's a whole thing with me. And so I took their notes, and I always had such a chip on my shoulder and came across very harsh. And I did it. I did. After years of retail, of being so painfully awkward and bizarre, I did it. I accomplished this. So I can tell you from personal experience that you are the one that really does win out when you approach the public, the general public, in this manner. You really need to think about Lady D and watch documentaries and look at her photographs and just take in her photons and her vibrations, because it is what helped me do it. And I definitely got a different response, yet the most rewarding thing, I was working retail in a like global chain mass-produced boho chic retailer. And our customers were, needed a lot of care, a lot of attention. So it empowered me with not taking all of their issues and their projections and their rejections of me so personally or so offensively when they would try to, you know, company policy or something. Interacting with everyone all the time from a Queen of Cups way, I always had control of the situation. I always had the uppermost hand in every situation. I always had the clarity in every situation. I always had the perspective. And it was because I was in this energy. So for those of you who think that being vulnerable or emotional or empathetic is a weakness and that you will be perceived as weak and you will be open for attack and you will be exploited and taken advantage of, I can assure you from my personal experience as a resting BITCH-faced Capricorn who always had very prickly interactions with like the physical public, I can tell you from personal experience that it's not the case. It's not the case. This is the better way to be. She's telling me that some of you are learning boundaries with this. Some of you, she's showing me faucets, like you were either over giving or you were either very giving or you were not giving at all and you were very reclusive and you were very shut off. That you can kind of go through extremes, and that what you're learning, whoever this is, or if this part's resonating for you, that it's about boundaries, so that you know, even when you are dealing with a difficult situation or a hostile individual, that you'll know how to marshal and steer your own energies appropriately, kind of at all times. It's very empowering with this energy. It's interesting. It's so weird. Okay. Let's get Moonology. Yeah, some of you definitely are dealing with the public. You work in customer service. You work in... you do something with that Six of Staves. That's actually the entourage energy. But I feel like people looking to you. So like I said, maybe you sell salt scrubs on Instagram. Maybe you sell face masks on Etsy, or you sell your artwork on Etsy. But a time to give rather than take. You want to be giving. When you focus on that aura, when you focus on that energy of being open and giving, you are also activating the receiving, because that's the equal balance, is giving and receiving. So this time to give rather than take. There was something here. It could even be that you were so focused on yourself that you really couldn't see how you could give more or give appropriately at certain moments in certain situations that would have been really good for you as a soul and in your life. It's a little bit scarcity here. Okay. Last but not least, let's take a look at the Nataleenian oracles. Oh. Acceptance. So plainly clear. Acceptance. And at the bottom, we have the haunted by love energy. The world was on fire. No one could save me but you. For some of you, this is some sort of epic betrayal or epic rejection or epic person, relationship, one night stand, something that you just couldn't forget. And it was keeping you, blocking you from being able to give to others or being able to give to yourself. And you have to accept that it's just not good for you. But whatever it is, whatever it's, this applies to whatever it was that was keeping you from moving forward. And the answer is to accept. Wow. So for a lot of you, you just didn't want to let something go. You didn't want to accept a truth or a situation. And that could be about anything. So, okay, guys, I am not going to include the cards at the end. I'm going to move along into doing Patreon stuff while I still have this voice. So I hope that this has been really valuable for you. I feel like we did some great energy work here. Thank you so much for sticking with me and supporting the channel. Don't forget to check out my Instagram, watch Natalee, my Patreon, The Artigan, and thank you again for staying patient and supportive. And I love you guys. I miss you, and I will see you again very, very soon. Take care, my loves. Mwah.